Ball-action midfielder Lewis Ferguson is the new darling of the Bologna fans, who are just about getting over the departure of their former favourite, his fellow countryman Aaron Hickey. Ferguson, in the city of the two towers, is a long way from Hamilton, but he's thriving in his new surroundings and was very happy to show us around.
Ciao ragazzi, mi chiamo Lewis Ferguson, io sono scozzese di Glasgow e io ho 23 anni. Io sono giocatore del Bologna e Scozia Nazionale.
That's a beautiful ball. Ferguson! Equaliser for Bologna. And Lewis Ferguson scores in back-to-back games.
It just really excited me, moving to Italy and playing in the Serie A. So yeah, I wanted to come out and try a different country, different culture and see what it was like. My dad had a brief spell in Australia and it never worked out for him, but he always said to me that it was one of his biggest regrets that he never went abroad to a different country and experienced something like that. So when he said that to me, it kind of stuck with me. When I was growing up, you just watch every game. I'm kind of still like that. I'll watch every game. But yeah, like the guys that spring to mind are the likes of Pirlo and stuff. Guys that were at the top level. They're so passionate over here, and they love their football. But yeah, it's just a new experience, and it's something that I've always wanted to do. I've never doubted myself, and when I made the move, you know, it is always in the back of your head, like what if it doesn't go as well as you plan, but you know, I thought moving over here, if it doesn't go as well, I can always move back home. I can always move back to the UK, but I'm so focused on trying to do well that doesn't really come into my head now.
Lewis Ferguson gets the goal. The Scotsman's first in Italian football.
I got booked on the second last game, I think, of last season against St Johnstone. Moved here in the summer, started pre-season, was enjoying it, getting fit, getting used to like, my new surroundings and stuff, and then one day the director of football came to me and says, you've got a 2-game suspension. I had to just keep training, keep working hard, but it was difficult because when you start to do tactical stuff and shape, and I was still involved in training, but when you know you're not going to play, it's difficult. And when I came back in, obviously after the suspensions and stuff, I made my debut straight away, and then after that I never played for, I think it was 4 games with a change of manager, which I think was a bit of a turning point for me, because it was then a fresh start for everybody.
I think it's fantastic to see so many Scottish players now taking that step and moving beyond their comfort zone, both in terms of their football and general life. Obviously, Liam Henderson was a trailblazer for these guys. He's been there for some time now. Then we had Aaron Hickey, and now suddenly 4 players in the top flight across the men's and women's game. It's tremendous just to see them trying something new, but also succeeding as well, which you know, stands our game in good stead. Well, Lewis obviously went over to Bologna last summer. Another guy who, you know, had options to stay in Britain, could easily have taken the perceived easy option by doing that and maybe gone sat on the bench of a Premiership team, but has gone over to Italy, put himself out there, exposed himself to say, look, I think I can cope and thrive at this level, and he's done that despite a difficult start.
Just before the international break, the squads are sort of getting announced, and I had been involved for the full year before that with the national team, but I was so used to playing every week, and then this was the sort of first time in my career where I wasn't playing. The gaffer phoned me and we had a good chat. He just explained that I wasn't going to be involved with the squad, which was disappointing at the time because I still want to go away with the team and you still want to represent your country. But you know, the way he explained it to me, it made sense. He says there's no point in you coming away with us. We know what you're like, we know what you're capable of, we know what you can do. He says, but the new manager at your club maybe doesn't know what you're capable of, so he just said work as hard as you can and you'll get in the team.
You know, once he broke into the team, he very quickly showed his class, and I stayed in that team, scoring goals, creating goals, and become a bit of a fulcrum of the side. So somebody who's really hit the ground running.
My goal against Sassuolo is my favourite so far over here. I was just desperate to get a goal because my family were over, my friends were over. When he set it back, I just thought I've got to have a strike at goal here, and I managed to just caress it into the top corner, which was really nice, and it got voted goal of the month for Serie A online, so that was a really proud moment.
Oh, good effort. Oh, very good. And that will deliver all 3 points for Bologna.
I think it's a really good fit for Lewis, in that they're one of these teams that always seems to sit sort of just outside the maybe top 6, 7 traditional big guns, but are always there or thereabouts challenging. So if you're doing well there, you're always going to be in the eye line of these bigger clubs as well, as we've seen with you know, Aaron Hickey going there, making such a success of the move, then gets another big move on the back of it.
Yeah, I sort of knew myself that I had to go somewhere else before I made the leap to the Premier League. My head was a bit like, oh, if this could go either way, but I thought, like, why not? It's going to be a good experience. But at first it did take me a while to settle, put it into my head, like, this is actually an option for you to go to Italy. I used to just come home, like as I said, and play with my friends on PlayStation and stuff and whatever. But then as time went on, I started just going to different places, even different cities, around Bologna. Just got in my car and went a drive for something to do, just something completely different.
And it's found the net! The strike by Aaron Hickey. It's a goal out of nothing, but it's a great moment for a young player.
It was nice to get the next goal in Serie A after Souness, but yeah, no, that was a really big moment for me, and that helped me to push on and get a few more. I was proud to just be being someone from Scotland going and doing something else in a different country, you know, and I'm sure other people saw that I can do it and thought to themselves they can go and do it. So yeah, no, I'm just proud for that reason.
Pokes it through, first shot off the post, but it's in. Beautifully worked goal, and Aaron Hickey has his 5th of the campaign.
We were away with Scotland at this point, and Fergie just came up and asked, told me his agent just texted him saying Bologna are interested in him, and at that point I didn't really think much. I was thinking really, but then yeah, no, he was just asking me what's it like what's going on over there and stuff, and I was just explaining to him what happens, and he's another one that's doing really well.
Can I go with you after the game? See, on the after the game, straight after, so yeah, right, no problem. See you next week. Bye.
I'm happy here, do you know what I mean? I enjoy living here, and I don't see myself moving back within the next couple of years anyway. In terms of living here or living in Hamilton, I would definitely pick here.
What's it like playing San Siro?
The San Siro is the best I've played in.
Why?
I don't know, there's just something different. I know I've played at Celtic Park and Ibrox when it's full, and they are amazing. The atmosphere and that's incredible. Played at Hampden when it's full. But I don't know if it's because it's a foreign stadium and a foreign atmosphere, it's different. And it's such an iconic stadium as well. It's just, you don't realise how big it is until you're inside it. You know, you sort of, when you come through the big long tunnel and you come up the steps onto the pitch, it's gives you that sort of wow factor. When we played Napoli away and stuff, see driving to the stadium and all the fans were outside and they weren't saying very nice things about our bus, but it was just amazing. In the UK you're kind of used to, when you're getting beat, your fans kind of got on your back a wee bit during the game and you can feel the atmosphere changing, but for what I noticed with our fans here, like even in the games that we've been getting beat, they're still like so supportive, still sing, still dead loud, and yeah, they're really good. They've taken to me really well, you know, when they come and when they want to speak to me and stuff, they try and speak English, which is nice.
Lewis is kind of really brings that physical edge to the game. He always has done, and again, it's something that they really appreciate there. We all know the old school roughhouse sort of Italian defenders and central midfielders, and again, that's something that's still prized and talked about. So yeah, I've seen that cited a lot in relation to Lewis. That he's looking to win those duels. He puts himself about on the pitch, but has that bit of technical quality to back it up as well.
I heard about it obviously when I was away with Scotland. Went back up to Aberdeen, and then I think it was within a week or so of being in Aberdeen, I get the call to say that everything was agreed, and I literally just packed a case, said goodbye to everybody next morning, and we come over together right at the start. We managed to get the apartment and move in. It kind of settled us down a wee bit, but obviously managed to get home for the birth of Lake on the 18th of November. Lauren's mum, my mum, I've been over all the time. They all want to see Lake and give Lake a cuddle, so they're over constant, and it's helpful for Lauren as well. It gives her a wee sort of break because she's 24 hours a day with the wee one. So in terms of getting recognised in the street, I don't know if it's just because I'm Scottish in Italy and I just look out of place, but I often see people kind of taking a second look at me. I've had a guy stop his motorbike. I thought I was going to get robbed or something. I was walking not far from here and it stopped just in front of me, and I thought, oh no, I'm going to get robbed or something here, and the guy just asked for a photo, which was nice. I think it's normal in Italy for fans to turn up and have a conversation with the players with a poor start to the season, and they just come to speak to you. It's a bit surreal. Like, the experience was crazy because I've never experienced anything like that. Cause it's quite like it's a conversation, but it's quite confrontational. But no, that's just their culture. That's what's been happening in Italy for years. After that conversation, we managed to kickstart the season. We've done well ever since. We're playing in the Serie A. I'm a better player than what I was 6 months ago. Taking that into the national team, if I can keep on improving and improving, hopefully the managers can see that, and I can start to play as many minutes as I possibly can. But I think the whole experience has helped me in terms of experience against players and improving my own game.